If today the executive claims the right to deport without due process and in disregard of court orders, what assurance will there be tomorrow that it will not deport American citizens and then disclaim responsibility to bring them home? And what assurance shall there be that the executive will not train its broad discretionary powers upon its political enemies?
What you just heard was a conservative Fourth Circuit Federal Appeals Court judge absolutely ripping in to the Trump administration. Of course, hearing this should be concerning for all of us. Trump obviously has no respect for due process, and as a result, more and more of America is turning against him every day. In fact, more and more of the world is turning against Donald Trump, as just recently, Canada has announced their plan to counterstrike Donald Trump's insane tariffs, and let me tell you right now, this is even more than a bombshell. How's it going? My name is Hunter Avallone with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. America is also growing sick and tired of Trump, as is demonstrated by these recent nationwide protests, all of which protesting against Donald Trump. Entering a new week of unrest, multiple crowds have begun gathering in a nationwide protest against the recent actions from the Trump administration, and they all called on Trump and Elon Musk to take their hands off of federal programs and services that have been subject to recent cuts. To make matters even worse, Donald Trump has been beefing with Harvard recently, as we've been covering, but now Trump's administration is trying to walk this back in the most bizarre way possible. They're actually claiming the letter with all the demands sent to Harvard was a mistake.
In a humiliating blunder, the Trump administration sent Harvard a letter packed with extreme demands, only to later claim it was sent by mistake. A Trump official frantically walked it back, calling it unauthorized. But the White House still doubled down, freezing $2 billion in grants and threatening the school's tax-exempt status. The result? A chaotic, contradictory mess that lays bare the reactive and incoherent nature of Trump's leadership.
To make matters worse, what did Trump's administration do? They victim blamed. I'm not kidding. They literally blamed Harvard for not knowing it was a mistake.
Okay, so the White House's position is it was malpractice by Harvard to not realize that this letter was so outrageous, it probably wasn't true. I mean,
yeah, this is just incoherent and embarrassing. But what is certainly a mistake is Donald Trump's presidency, as now the moment you've all been waiting for has finally arrived. Canada has stunned Donald Trump with a vicious counterstrike, and believe me, this is a bombshell.
What President Trump threatens us is to take away $125 billion. What we can create is $900 billion by ourselves. That is...
Canada just dropped a political bombshell, and it's aimed squarely at Donald Trump. In a bold move that's turning heads across the globe, Liberal leader Mark Carney has unveiled a sweeping election platform designed to Trump-proof the nation. Framing Trump as a direct threat to Canada's sovereignty, Carney warned that the US president wants our land, our resources, our water, our country. And his response? A massive $30.9 billion defence plan to shield Canada from Trump's madness and the global chaos he fuels. If elected, Carney's Liberals would hit NATO's 2% spending target 2 years ahead of schedule, turbocharging defence efforts in Canada's vulnerable north, an area now under growing pressure from China and Russia. The plan includes everything from submarines, drones and icebreakers to cutting-edge AI and quantum tech. But this isn't just a show of force, it's a show of independence. Carney is also pledging to break free from Trump's reckless trade war, building new trade alliances in Europe, Asia and Latin America, while insulating Canada's economy from Trump-driven instability. This platform isn't just a campaign promise. It's a declaration of defiance. Where Trump seeks to bully, Canada is drawing a red line. Where Trump imposes tariffs, Carney promises to rebuild the auto sector, protect farmers and create new jobs. And where Trump isolates, Canada is uniting, with allies, with Indigenous communities, and with a renewed vision of what it means to be a sovereign nation. As Trump tries to tighten his grip on the US, Canada is making one thing crystal clear: it will not be dragged down with him.
So Trump continues his attack on the Constitution. He continues unifying the entire country against him, and now he continues unifying the world against him. Donald Trump is an embarrassment, and luckily, other world leaders are able to recognize this. It's only a matter of time until all the Trump voters realize they were either wrong or they were lied to. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out some more of my videos.